Hi, and welcome to the Luma Dwellings channel. You're going to see us at Golden State Lumber. We're going to be talking to McKenzie about La Cantina windows and doors. We have our hearts and eyes set on some trifold doors, so you'll get to see those with us and hear the differences between all the different doors and windows. So stay tuned.
Welcome back to Luma Dwellings channel. So we got here again Diana, and then over here we got McKenzie from Golden State Lumber. Why don't you do a quick little intro on what you do here at Golden State Lumber?
Yep, my name is McKenzie. I work for Golden State in the window and door department. I have been here for about 5 years. I also come from a history of the manufacturing side of aluminum windows. So about 10 years overall of the industry experience. I work directly with contractors and homeowners to navigate through their plans, provide advice on codes, design, best fit for their project based on design options, style, and budget.
Cool. So Diana, what did you want to take a look at today? Was there a window, a certain window or
There's
door?
a lovely door that I wanted to look at.
Okay, is that over here?
Yeah, it's right over here.
All right, so you mind showing that?
So right now we're standing on the outside of the door. It is in the closed position. I'm going to navigate us onto the inside so that you can open it.
All right.
It sits on La Cantina aluminum V2 door. Bifold door, I should say. So this is a 3-panel door. They will all fold into the same direction. Do you want to open it, or do you want me to open it?
Yeah,
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, this is just your everyday, what we call a man door. So you don't have to open up the full extension if you're just going inside and outside. If you're entertaining, then we would lift this inside lever here. And this, there's a multi-point. There's a bolt at the top and the bottom to lock that into place. We just push that out. There are bumpers on the outside here of these panels to keep them from hitting each other and wearing on the frame finish.
Yeah, we have kids, so
Yeah,
that.
totally. Doesn't typically come with a screen. There are options to do a retractable screen where they would tuck into the sides here and stay hidden when in the open position.
Or like a pocket.
Yeah, it's a retractable, so it actually goes into, I can show you one here.
Oh, very nice.
Something important about the bifold doors.
Mhm.
You'll notice that that one is 3 panels.
Yeah.
So you can, there's an exterior handle on it. So you can open it and everything from the outside as well. As soon as you have an even number of panels all folding the same direction, we lose exterior access. So you'll notice there's no exterior handle on this door. It's a industry standard. All even number of bifold panels folding in the same direction, you lose exterior access. A way around that, you could do 3 folding one way and 1 just opening on the opposite direction, and then you would regain handles on whichever way you decided to do that. But if you had 2 folding this way and 2 folding this way, still no handles.
Okay.
So even number is the rule of thumb.
So McKenzie, I think this one over here, the one that you showed us over here, this is the, I believe you mentioned it was the V2, aluminum V2 black.
Correct.
3 panels.
Yep.
And we're gonna have, because this is actually gonna be our entryway to our deck, exterior deck, but it's also our front door, our main front door, the way our home is set up. So
Okay.
this would probably be exactly what my architect and myself have been planning and designing. We
Okay.
want something that's got both indoor, outdoor handles like you showed us. Being able to lock it so that it just becomes one door,
Yeah.
right? So do you mind doing me a huge favor and just locking that so that's just one door again so I can see how that would look? try opening it and see how that feels. Thank you, McKenzie. Appreciate that.
You are welcome.
So that would, Diana, that would basically be kind of like our front door right there. We lock that in place and that's our door. Awesome. Thank you, McKenzie.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we love that. So
Yeah.
we'll keep in touch over email.
Okay.
But I'm pretty dead set on this.
Okay.
This
I might-
specific one here.
This specific one. Okay.
Yes. Like, I mean, this black aluminum, black
I have
color.
2 things to tell you.
Okay.
That you might not like.
Okay, let's hear it.
Aluminum is not Title 24 efficient. Here in California, we are required to meet certain U values and solar
Got it.
heat gain coefficient codes.
Good to know.
That does not mean you cannot use it. You just have to get an energy consultant involved. They calculate different factors of your project: insulation, roofing, your windows.
Just
and
got that
doors.
yesterday, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so then if they already know that you're intending to use this, they may have already factored it in.
Should I forward you those as well? Does that help you when you're helping us?
Absolutely. It may
does.
already be in your full set of plans.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's like hieroglyphics to me, to be honest with you. So I don't really know what it
100%.
meant.
100%.
So I will forward that to you as well.
Perfect.
Okay.
Second thing I want to tell you, I understand that you intend to use this as your main point of entry, and so for that, the options get a little tricky, but I do want to make sure I communicate this. Bifold doors are top hung doors, meaning there is a very large header that varies in size depending on the overall size and weight of the door. That being said, your house will naturally settle and shift over time. The door will follow suit. You will probably not encounter any issues on it for your first few years, but after 3 to 5 years, you'll notice that the doors get a little wonky and maybe start to drag on the upper and lower tracks. They are adjustable. They have adjustable hinges in them. You just typically stick an Allen wrench in it and they'll go back in. But once you've had to adjust it once, you're looking at adjusting it a couple times a year, depending on how frequently you use it. So it's a very similar price point to a multi-slide door. So typically, if it was a patio door, I try to tell people, especially on a new build, that the multi-slide may be the better option because they're so similar in price point. If it was a remodel, the bifold door tends to be more ideal because it's a minimum jam depth, meaning the depth of the wall that it is going to go on. Typically for a 2x4, which is what remodels tend to be, versus a multi-slide, each track is somewhere between 2 and 3 inches each. So if you had a 3-panel door, for instance, you're looking at somewhere between 6 and 8 inches in the wall depth, meaning you have to have a deeper wall there. So it's not necessarily ideal for a main point of entry though. A multi-slide isn't. So I'm not sure what exactly fits the project, but I wanted to make sure that I told you that information.
So the multi-slide, there's less issues in terms of the house settling and shifting.
Correct.
Do you have a multi-slide to show us here?
I do. It is, well, it's not going to be a La Cantina.
Okay.
Aluminum. The La Cantina one I have, just watch your step right here, is clad product, meaning it's aluminum on the exterior and wood on the interior. And this is a pocketing door. So you have to have like wall space in order to do a pocket door because they're all going to essentially be hidden in this wall.
Okay.
So I'm going to do both things. So if you just had a typical multi-slide, they would all stop right here, stacking on top of this stationary panel. This is a pocketing door, so they can go all the way into the wall here.
Do these come with different handle choices?
That is the one that is used because if it didn't have this, you wouldn't be able to slide it into the wall. The handle would bump onto here, or it would bump onto this panel on the other side of it, and so you wouldn't get that full opening. So this is for the multi-slide, the one that's like pretty industry standard. They vary slightly. You'll notice that this does have a keyed lock on the side, on the outside of it though, so you can use it as your main point of entry and just like use the first panel.
So this, again, This is called multi-door sliding door.
Yep.
And then the ones that actually go into the wall, what's that called?
It's a, so that's the pocketing. It's still a
Pocketing.
multi-slide pocket
Pocket.
door. Correct.
Is that the route, if you were building a home, is that the route you would go, like in terms of longevity?
As a
and-
bifold door owner, yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning towards this because I like the way it's all tucked away and
Yeah.
hidden too.
Okay.
So why don't we go this route?
Okay.
then? I love all the information. This is exactly what we're looking for. This
Perfect.
is great for our channel too, for other people looking into this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Price wise, did you say it was relatively similar, give or take?
They are very similar in
Okay.
price.
So then I'm assuming that if we go this route, I'll need to talk to my architect to let him know, and that way they may need to do some structural differences to the.
Absolutely. They
Okay.
are definitely different installation types. Like I said, that one's top hung, so very large header. Still requires a header here, but it's not top hung, which
Okay.
avoids that settling and
Okay.
shifting over time. So yeah, I can still do this in the black aluminum.
If it meets the Title 24.
It's not gonna. No aluminum
Okay,
meets,
got it.
meets
Okay.
Title 24.
Well, the wood is. Well, we can figure that out. The
Okay,
detail
I
of
just
that.
want to,
Okay.
as long as this doesn't bother you, because they are a bit thicker in profile
fine.
versus,
Yep.
it's not significant, but yeah.
Yeah. So if you don't mind,
Yep.
I will go ahead and email. I'm going to email Bill
Yeah.
for framing material. Let me get your info as well.
Okay,
I'll
perfect.
forward you Title 24, all my plans as well, just so you have them. I believe window door schedules are in there at this point. If you don't mind responding to me with more details on this one so that I can forward that to my architect and
Absolutely.
structural engineer and get that revised properly.
Yep.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
And then anything else, we can communicate, email, because I still definitely want to work with you on. I'll take your input. My friend Jen is also helping me out. Like we spoke earlier about the Marvin Essential line, like basically mid-level, mid-grade line, even a little bit above, just definitely not luxury, high-end,
Yep.
ultra expensive stuff. So we're not as particular about the windows and doors. You'll see the window schedule, so maybe you can give us a couple of recommendations and we can go from there. It was more this particular one is going to be kind of like, it is like kind of like a showpiece for our home. That's
Yeah.
why I really wanted to nail
Absolutely.
this one down. Cool. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, McKenzie, right?
Thank
Yep.
you, yeah.
Yeah, and we will be keeping in
Thank you. It's
touch.
nice to meet you.
We'll be keeping in touch, so I look forward to working with you, Golden State Lumber, and yeah, hopefully you can help us build our home.
Yeah,
All
look
right.
forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leon.